Hi guys, it's Natalie. Welcome to my channel. How's everyone doing this week? I hope great. I hope great. I'm losing my mind. My life. I need help. I need advice. Help. Maybe I could talk about it tomorrow during story time, but I'm sure you'll hear Angel whining because that's just how everything is. I can never get anything done just normally. So anyway, why are we here, guys? Why are we here? I had an idea of a video I was gonna do today. Okay, so I had an idea for a video, and then out of nowhere, while I was doing my makeup, I had another idea for a video, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So that's what we're doing today. We're just gonna try it out. The topic is, I'm sure it's been done before. I mean, yeah, I've like seen it before, but I feel like I don't see it that often. The topic is underrated makeup. Like my opinion on what makeup is really good and just underrated. It doesn't have to be drugstore or high-end, like both. And skincare too. Just some products that are just, I feel kind of got pushed into the shadows or just forgotten about, kind of like me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But you know, just those products that collect the dust and you're like, you know what? They're pretty good products. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. So if you're interested, keep on watching. All right, guys, so here we go. What should we start with? You know what we're gonna start with? Skincare. How about that? One product I feel is just so underrated is the water and just good old drugstore micellar water. Like, I always hear, if it's like drugstore, I feel like I hear more about makeup wipes. What's the one that everyone uses? This is like my favorite product. I would much rather prefer this over the makeup wipes. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And I feel like no one ever talks about it anymore. And then a product that, I mean, I was gonna do a video on, and then I looked it up and like no one is talking about it. This product is like my absolute favorite thing right now for washing my face. I do wish that it wasn't a stick because I feel like that's maybe not as sanitary because you're like reapplying any germs, but they are being washed off. But I do kind of like the stick form though, in a way. I think it's very unique and I really like the smell of this. I like the cactus water and hibiscus. I really like this overall. This is something I plan on continuing to use. I want to say it was more expensive than I thought, but not crazy because it's drugstore, under 10. Love this thing. Then I want to talk about, oh my goodness, I feel like Drunk Elephant is like taking over, right? And that's all we hear about. And I mean, that's great. I like their products. I used their products this morning. And you know what? When I used my Drunk Elephant, the C serum and their moisturizer, I love it. It does great on my face. By the end of the day, my face is I could just wipe the grease off. It's so bad. When I use my Youth to the People moisturizer, my skin feels just as amazing without all of the extra grease. I mean, I know I am adding that C serum in, but I have tried the moisturizer on its own and I still get less greasy with this. I absolutely love Youth to the People. I feel like they're a brand that's maybe, I hope, up and coming and we are going to start hearing more about. I think you should check them out if you haven't. I highly recommend them and I do not think you will be disappointed. I have never been so impressed with a skincare line as I am with Youth to the People. Another product we're going to talk about, well, not even just a product, but just a type of makeup. That is professional grade makeup. We all want to have the latest beauty bloggers palette, and we want to have the latest it palette, whatever's in Sephora, and this and that, and what's being talked about. You guys realize that when they do movies and TV and all that, they use a whole different kind of makeup, right? You realize there's like a professional grade makeup. And when I went to school, we got Mud, which is makeup designery. We got a kit from them, and everyone complained, oh, the makeup's so bad, this and that. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I really don't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. That's what it is. It's staged makeup. It's not something you're gonna wear every day. I like to do my makeup for my pictures and my videos. You guys know how I am. So this kind of makeup doesn't bother me as much. I don't mind it heavy because typically I'm not wearing it throughout the day. I had been searching for a translucent setting powder, and I could not find one that I was loving. And I realized I had this sitting around from Mud. I was like, oh my gosh, in my bag. I absolutely love this powder. It's by Mud Makeup Designery, loose powder in 0. Absolutely love it. I bet it is a little bit pricey, I'm not sure. But it's kind of just going with the gist of me saying that a lot of times, like, what about the RCMA powder? That's something I've never used and I heard is amazing. You can get it so cheap, it's professional grade powder, but then people are spending $30 on a loose setting powder because someone's name is on it, instead of half the price for more product and something that probably works better. It's like, guys, are we really buying because we care about how our makeup looks, or we care about, you know, the brand? So something that's underrated, my point of this is something that's underrated, I feel, is professional grade makeup is underrated and gets lost in the mix. Lashes. I don't have any. Okay. Yeah, I do. So you guys know how I feel about my icons, and I feel they are underrated. I personally love these lashes so much. They're like 30 bucks a piece. There's always a discount going. Like, I have a discount code. You don't have to use mine. You could just use the discount code they give out. You get 30% off compared to 35 with mine. Like, it's not a big deal. These lashes are worth it. Ooh, I pulled that one out right before. These lashes are worth it. You can reuse them multiple times. I feel they're so sturdy. They really last, and they look great in pictures. That's what I have on right now. These ones I haven't purchased for like at least 2 months, 3 months, and I'm going strong. Like, I absolutely, I mean, I bought a couple pairs, but you know what I mean. You can stretch out your purchases. I absolutely love their lashes. I bought a pair of Lily lashes, the ones in Marshall's, and when I saw them, man, I haven't used them yet, but I was not impressed. I was like, this is what everyone's raving about. I was like, my icons are, whew, they blow those babies out of the water. Something else that's underrated is the NYX Milk Pencil. I mean, no, I know it's hyped, but hear me out. Underrated in the sense that this pencil is like a, you could use it for everything. You can use it for a primer, like on your lids. You can use it as an eyeliner. Like, you can use it for so many things. It's one of those things where, like, do we really need all the products that we have? Or could we buy this and it take care of, like, pretty much all of the white eye makeup that we need? Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we are always purchasing all these products when there's products that could cover like the full spectrum. I don't know. Does this fit? Maybe not. Okay. This product. I tried to wear some of them. Like, I have the powder on. Ooh, I can't wait. We're saving the best for last, my foundation. I can't wait to talk about it. So for highlighters, I feel that the Physicians Formula, the butter highlighters are underrated. I think Kathleen Lights did a review and said they weren't that amazing. You definitely do not dip into these with a brush. But what confuses me is everybody loves Super Shock shadows, but it's like the exact same thing. I put this on today. Well, I have 2 highlighters on, and one is the Physicians Formula. Before I even put the other highlighter over top of it, it already looked bomb. So like, let me do a little like example. Like, so this isn't on my hand. And look how pale I am. Like, that's not bad. And then we're gonna do the Super Shock right next to it. I mean, yeah, well, the Super Shock, it's also a different shade, I feel like. If you saw, like, I'm telling you, this is bomb. Like, when you dip your little finger and like, boop, 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 boop. Like, are you kidding me? No one cannot say that this highlighter is bomb. I love it. It gets so overlooked. You can't apply it with a brush. You have to apply it with your fingers. But for a drugstore, this is where it's at. I am telling you. I love it. I gotta get more shades of it now that I'm thinking about it. For brushes, you know what's overlooked so much is, just as a company as a whole, BH. I have some like go-to brushes that I use for every day, and some of my BH brushes, the free sets, are my go-to brushes. They've gone through like a year of washing and they're still holding up. They hold up longer than some of my Morphe brushes. Also, my Eco Tools brushes, I absolutely love. I also have a brush from them that I use every single day, no matter what, held up through all the washes. I really like those companies. Maybe you have to pick and choose through the brushes sometimes, but you can really find ones that you like. And BH shadows as a whole, like, let's just grab a random palette out by BH, okay? Solar Flare. Like, yeah, people use them, but do we think of them as like super pigmented? I don't know. But personally, I think my BH palettes are, oh honey, are crazy. Look, I am always swatching all crazy. Like, I think they're crazy pigmented. I always have. I mean, I'm doing weird swatches here because I'm weird. But like, these palettes, and I don't know why, then we like push them aside, we go buy other palettes. Let's check out this like gold by them. Like, look at that. Fire. Those swatch better. I'm not even gonna start, but those swatch better than some of those beauty blogger palettes I see. I see around. And like, you can get these buy one get one half off. Like, let me tell you, when I started buying makeup, I was like, I need some makeup, I don't have anything. BH was where I went to. That's what I started with, and it did me well, so I highly recommend it. I normally, oh, no, this is what I wanted to say. I normally use my Shade Light contour palette. I'm obsessed with it. I didn't use that today. So my contour still looks pretty good, right? I actually thought, I don't want to be disloyal. I love you, Kat, so much. I actually thought my contour looked better than usual. I used my BH contour palette. I want to say I got this like on sale for like $8. Look at the size of this palette. Freaking, I forgot how much I loved it. I used to use it all the time. It is thebomb.com. Yeah! I'm telling you, you have to pick this up if you need a contour palette. It's insane. And you could use it, like, if you're a makeup artist, like, pretty much, you could put this in your kit and, honey, you could be good. I mean, yeah, maybe you won't find every shade, but at least to start, this could help. And it wears amazing. I'm telling you, it wears amazing. Another highlight I think is super underrated is, I mean, maybe some of you will disagree with me. I felt like this was never hyped as much as it should have been. And this is also, I have two. I have my Physicians Formula and my Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I want to say it was underrated in this way. Highlight became such a huge thing. It's just, that's all we hear about. You know what I mean? Like, you guys actually feel like sick of it to a point. So all these highlight palettes keep coming out, keep coming out. This is the most pigmented. I can't believe what just came out, blah, blah, blah. When in reality, each one that came out, like, even if it was good, I have yet to find a highlight palette that is as pigmented as this. Kat Von D takes her stuff very seriously, and that's very apparent. Like with her brow products, pigment is a huge deal. So I knew that these would not disappoint. Like, let's just take a swatch of one of her highlights. Like, where could I do this at? On my chicken flap. Like, oh god. This was a really bad place to do a highlight swatch. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do them on my hands. These highlights, and I know, I'm telling you, on screen it doesn't do it justice. They are the most pigmented highlights I have ever used. Nothing compares. Like, when I just dot it on, it blinds you. Let me try to find an example. Like, that's what I have on pretty much all over my face that is, like, blinding you guys. Like, see if you can see. Like, I'll make myself look super crazy. Did you see that? Just appear out of nowhere. Like, how much more, I know I look crazy, but I had to show you. Like, it's insane how intense her highlighters are. Okay, now I've got to try to even my nose out. Did I tone it down at all? Oh, it's a problem. Okay, so that is a super underrated highlighter palette. The last product, and if you guys like this little series, let me know, and we can totes do another, or we could do it as products come out, like underrated, you know, as new products come out. But I want to end this with my last and my absolute top underrated product, and I think you're going to be surprised on this. If you guys were around last year, you would have seen me doing my makeup, and with a lot of my makeup looks, I actually was using the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I would rave about how much I liked it. And then, you know, new foundations came out, and I was like, oh, maybe it was just because I was an amateur and I didn't really know, and blah, blah, blah. These are better. So I've been using like my foundations regularly. I always go back to Makeup Forever. It is one of my favorites. It's just like a light foundation for when you don't have a lot going on. It covers, but it's oh, I just love how it lays. But I was like, you know what? I was like, this is old. Maybe I should throw it out. Let me try it real quick first. See how it goes today. I put this foundation on. I could not believe it. My skin looks better than it has. Guys, this is you have, like, look at this. This is no filter. Like, this lays better than any high-end foundation. Ignore what's going on around my lips. That was my fault. I was trying to fix it for a picture. I'm embarrassing myself. But look at like how this foundation is laying on my skin. It's actually unreal to me how amazing this foundation is. It doesn't get that greasy on me. Like, nothing. And then I heard people saying how they don't like the smell of it. I think my friend didn't like the smell of it. It doesn't bother me. And if it's for me, like, the smell of makeup, like, it might not be my favorite thing, but that's not like a deal breaker for me. It's how the makeup wears. And this foundation, I am telling you, and that I just love it. And then I saw in the stores that like they took down the little kiosk thingy for it to make room for other products, and I was like, no, they're not getting rid of that foundation. It's like my favorite foundation in the drugstore. I cannot rave enough about this product. So if anyone else has ever used this, let me know, and let me know what you think, or of any of the products. I would love to know. But I gotta go do some lashes, and I gotta eat because I don't think I've eaten for like 2 years. I know it wouldn't show by my flab, huh? And I feel like I'm dying, but you know the drill. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, head to my Insta for my giveaway. Always have one. That's another topic we might talk about tomorrow. I just have been having some giveaway thoughts and issues that maybe we could go over tomorrow if you guys are here. But bye for now. Bye for now. I shall see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.